Hi, it's Alexis, welcome to this video. In this video, I'm gonna answer the question on what the fuck shall I do when my ex sends me mixed signals, and I know it might be driving you crazy right now. You're finally in touch with your ex, but you receive this really distant and then very excited message, and it drives you crazy. In this video, I'm gonna explain you what you should be doing. I'm gonna answer the question whether it's a good or a bad sign that your ex is behaving this way, and you'll get an action plan for you right away with a recap at the end. Beautiful recap slide. I'll explain everything after the jingle.
IGetMyExBack.com. Everyone deserves a second chance.
So that's your brain right now, or your emotions. It's a roller coaster. You receive your ex is very excited, and then she's very distant, or he's very distant. They're really hot, they blow hot, and then they blow cold. And you're on and off, and on and off, and on and off, and on and off. And as I mentioned before, the inconsistency, that's what we're gonna cover. The inconsistency drives you crazy, drives you mad. So, now, because I'm a big believer that for you to feel better and to understand what to do, it's better if I explain things, and better if I explain also the mentality, the psychology of a dumper. And I'm gonna take a real example. It's an example from a client that I got a few weeks ago. I changed the name, she's not called Maya, but she took the decision to break up with her ex. They were fiancé, they were engaged, they were about to get married, and she broke up with him. And after 3 months, she was like, oh, I might have screwed up, because she thought he would never change, and basically the breakup was really a wake-up call for him, and he did a massive change. He didn't, I mean, he almost, I think he followed my tips, but anyway. And she was like, shit, I need to do something. And she called me, she felt the need to get some help to reach out. And for me, most of my clients are dumpies, and for me, a dumper is very easy to get back with an ex. You just reach out, you take your phone, and you say, I don't like the way things ended. Let's get some coffee, let's discuss. As simple as that. But for her, it was super difficult. It was super hard. She was like, what if he's mad at me because we were engaged? And this fear, because she sent me the text she was sending him, this fear created that sort of nasty behavior from your point of view, from the dumpy's point of view, of mixed signal. She was constantly on and off, getting excited and getting scared, getting super distant and then getting really close, wanting to see him and then thinking, well, it's going too fast. And these mixed signals, I know because most of my clients suffer from those mixed signals, get you crazy, but it is only the result of a fear and insecurity. Okay, so always remember, when you have those mixed signals and you feel, we'll discuss what you have to do with, and you feel that, I don't know what to do, I don't know if it's good, I don't know if it's bad, remember that these mixed signals are only the result of the insecurity, the fear that your ex have right now. Now, when something is scary, when something is dangerous, we feel it dangerous, we can create that safe space. That's what I do with my clients. I create that safe space for an ex to come back. So, first of all, you are too excited to get back together. That could be one reason they send you mixed signals. Before I explain this, I want to remind you that I put together a quiz for you to know if you have any chance to get back with your ex. It takes literally 2 minutes. The link is in the first comment and also in the description. But the idea is, if you get a score below 15, honestly, you should move on and stop watching my videos and do something else with your life. If you have above 15, stick with me. There's a chance for you to get back together and follow my tips. So, as you know, too keen is not sexy. It needs two to tango, and this is why it's very important for you to manage your emotion. Because very often, when we haven't been with our ex for weeks and months, anytime we speak with them, anytime we see them, we are so excited because we were craving that intimacy, and therefore we sort of lose our game in a way and are too excited, too keen. The thing is, it's a bit of a seduction game at this stage. If you're too eager as well, it's gonna sound artificial. So don't, even though you feel like that this, and that's why I always say don't trust your emotions at this stage, is to really keep it calm, keep it cool, because otherwise, as you show that you're too eager, it's gonna be too easy for your ex to come back. And they might be also scared, because remember this Maya, I'm pretty sure that if her ex was like, okay, let's get back together right now, she might have had cold feet and say like, whoa, 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 it's going too fast. I'm actually digesting the breakup. I'm actually contemplating getting back together. I need some time. And now you're forcing my hand in a way, which is really bad, by the way. So be careful not to project an image of someone who depends on them. It's a bit silly, it's reverse psychology, but it works on everyone. If you're too eager, you feel like, oh, I can get him, I can get her. What's the point? And it would, yeah, again, trigger the sense that you're taken for granted. And it's something we say a lot in relationship when you do couple therapies. I felt my wife was taken for granted, or I felt that my relationship was taken for granted. And it's very dangerous. And this is why you should be very careful when you're too eager, too keen with your ex. So you need to find the right balance between this little dog or fox being super eager and this boy ignoring them. And I know when we receive those mixed signals, we either want to jump right at them or just like, I'm so annoyed, I'm gonna ignore them. I have clients who like blocked their ex, even though they want to get back together. The middle ground is to be open. You should have some degree of uncertainty. Whatever your ex does or says, you have to take it with some uncertainty, not take everything at face value. As I mentioned, you have to move slowly and cautiously. This is the key to manage someone who's sending you mixed signals. If you go too fast or if you go too slow, it's going to be very careful to really reconnect, because as you know, mixed signals is a change in behavior. When you were together, you didn't have these mixed signals. You were just chatting, you were sending a message, they were replying, and so forth and so on. But now it's very different. Your objective is to get back to that same natural pace that people have, couples have. They don't play games, right? So in a way, moving slowly is not a weakness. It's just show that you are disciplined, you are strong, right? If you're struggling with that, just big thing, quick thing. You can have a chat with me, 15 minutes in my diary. It's totally free. Let's have a chat. Let's have a chat about your situation. Maybe you want to read some texts that you received from your ex. You don't know exactly what to make of those texts. Maybe you are in a situation where you're in the middle of radio silence and you don't know whether you should break it, but you don't know if, so many questions out there. Instead of only consuming videos and watching stuff, why don't you ask the guy in front of the camera, behind the camera, in front of I'm both sides anyway. Third, the Federer effect. I'm a huge tennis fan. Federer is a tennis player if you don't know him. And so the Federer effect, it's very simple. And it's very simple because you can apply it whether your ex is doing mixed signal or not. Texting is an exchange, exactly like in a tennis game. You can't be throwing two balls and expecting the other to throw you two balls. You have to one and you wait and you send another one. One and you wait and you send another one. And if you create an imbalance, if you're the one sending 20 messages and they're not replying, it's not going to work. Okay, Federer, he didn't win any game by playing with three balls at the same time. He was just waiting for the other to launch the ball. And actually, it's interesting because his player is the one who doesn't throw the ball that loses the point, right? So you throw the ball and until they don't throw it again. Anyway, so don't start to be the pursuer, because as you throw them, as you create that imbalance, you become the pursuer. You're racing after them, and that's really bad. Again, you don't want to be them. So it is sometimes you who has to start the conversation, and it is sometimes them who have to start the conversation. Similar as in tennis, sometimes you serve, sometimes you receive, and you exchange on and off. Okay, it's very important because I've seen again a lot of people being submerged by their emotions and sending thousands of messages, and they recreate that same dynamic that we have after a breakup, where I tell them, you know, you have to go in radio silence or no contact because now it's too much. Okay, so it's really important to take it slowly, respect the rhythm and the balance. Now, if they are with the rebound, sometimes a rebound can be in your favor. I've done a video like that. If you are in no contact, you're not over pursuing, which I think is very important, and we mentioned that, and that can burst the rebound. So why it can burst the rebound? Because they would be very curious about you. They would be very curious whether you move on, and they would always have this fear that they lose you, even if they are with a rebound. And the thing is, rebound relationships, they are not meant to last because they are not based on the same foundation. You were together for years. How can you match? How can you be comparing a relationship like that with a rebound that's with someone who they just met for, you know, a couple of weeks, or even a few months, if you compare with years of relationship? So, of course, the probability of them being serious is really low. You were together for a long, long time, okay? And so that's what they would be scared of, is to lose you. Check if you're on the hook. They could be testing you. And that's the thing, if they're in a relationship, they could be testing, okay, I have this new boyfriend or girlfriend, but, you know, who knows if it doesn't work, because it won't work. I have my ex over there that I can text and he will show up in a minute. And so they're gonna test whether they want to stay there or they're gonna move on. And if they feel like you've moved on, they will reach out to you. And it's a bit stupid, but it's a bit like this. Again, it's a bit of a reverse psychology. If they feel that you're on the hook, the game is over for you. And it is why sometimes they send you mixed signals. It's just to test whether you're serious about the relationship, whether you're eager or not. And so they will try to hook you in a way and test you. So the recap is very important. Mixed signals, always remember that. Mixed signals is just a reflection of the inconsistency in their feelings. They are scared, but they want to see you. They think they made a mistake, but they still want to get back with you. So it's easier said than done. Don't let it affect you. And there's ways to do it. You can do, of course, coaching and discuss about the situation, because it also provides you an objective view. You know, sometimes we feel like, you know, are they playing with me? Am I mad? Am I crazy? And you just have that discussion with someone who doesn't know your ex, and you'll get more of an overview of the situation, and it will really help you out. You welcome the movement. They send you a message, then you reply. And if you see they're playing, you don't enter their game. You are better than that. You are stronger than that. I'm not saying that your ex is a narcissist. In some cases, that could be the case, but you can keep in mind that they're acting as if they're narcissist personality. And if that's the case, if it can help you feel better, always keep that in mind. The reason they're acting this way is because of their insecurity. It's not because of you. It's because they use their narcissistic hat to feel better, to feel superior, right? And if that's the case, always remember that you're stronger. That's not what you want. That's not what you expect from a relationship. And you're not, you're not a kid anymore. You don't play games anymore. You're stronger than that, okay? Stronger. And don't forget to like the video, to subscribe to the channel. It does help a lot. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
IGetMyExBack.com. Everyone deserves a second chance.